Okay, what usually trips Scrum Masters up? I laugh because it immediately made me think of a developer when I was a Scrum Master in the early days who seemed to take great delight in tripping me up as I walked past. He'd just stick his foot out. He was quite lanky. It worked a treat. So watch out for him if you're working with him. I shan't name him. But what often trips a Scrum Master up is compromise. Okay? We have to make compromises in our role. We're not going to win all the battles first time round. So we're going to have to accept things are the way they are. And they're beyond our ability today to change. That's okay. And you're going to have to live with that, and you may have to live with that for quite a while. But what you have to be careful of is you remember it's a compromise. You remember that this is not what you wanted. It's not the right thing for the team. Okay? So you have to be willing to come back to it and explore it again. You will see it time and time again. You'll try to make a change. Somebody in a more senior position in the organisation will stop that change and say, this is the way it has to be. And you recognise that this is not a fight you're going to win. So you back off and you think, okay, we'll do that. We'll make that compromise to our approach. We'll do something that we believe is suboptimal to delivering the product, is suboptimal for the effectiveness of the team because the organisational need is greater. Okay. Time and time again, I come across Scrum Masters who've forgotten that was the decision they made. They are now in a situation where they're doing things that don't make sense. They make that compromise. It's become part of their process. It's become part of the DNA of their team. And they've forgotten why. So there's nobody there who can turn around and tell them, you did this for this reason. Right? Particularly when that reason's gone. Maybe that manager's moved on or the organisational needs have shifted as it's grown, it's learned, it's evolved. So be careful about compromises. You're going to have to make them. They are part of the role. Understanding which battles to face into and which ones to walk away from so that the team is as healthy and effective as it can be at any given point. But when you make those compromises, please also make sure you have what I always think of as an expiry date, a use-by date on them. Okay? Yes, we'll accept this for 3 months. And at the end of the 3 months, reassess. Take some time out. It may only be you. You may have a chat with the team. You may want to go and talk to that leader who's got the final say. But reassess the situation. Is this still the best thing we can be doing? Or could we reopen that conversation? Could we make that change? Right? Could we remove this compromise and move closer to what great looks like for this team? And it's hard, because you end up with long lists of things, particularly in the early days of adopting Agile and Scrum in an organisation, where you've had to make a lot of compromises to just get things working, to show them that this new way of working could be beneficial. And they don't want to make changes because what they've done has worked for them on the face of it. So you've accepted this problem, and this problem, and this problem, and this change, and that. And you get a long list. But slowly, over time, those battles will be won. And you will just have to keep coming back tenaciously. Try it again, have that conversation, see if things have changed. Always be respectful, always be accepting of the reality. There is true wisdom in understanding the things you can't change and being able to accept it and walk away. It stays on your list. It has a new date, maybe 3 months hence, maybe 6. But when its time comes again, there you are once more, wanting to start a conversation, always in service to your team and your organisation, trying to help people be better at their jobs. So if there's one thing to look out for in your role, look out for that. What compromises have you made in the past that maybe aren't the right thing today and you need to reopen them? Sit down, make the list, decide, is it the right time or not? And if it is, go have those conversations. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.